Man, happy Black History Month.
You know what I'm saying?
Drop some BLMs in the chat.
Please.
If you rocking with Black History Month, if you rocking with Black Lives,
you rocking with Black Lives?
I rock with Black Lives.
I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Are you gonna be ignorant this month?
No.
You gonna be a little more flagrant in the office this month?
I think that this month I'm gonna just be a better version of me, bro. This month is about Black excellence. You feel me?
I feel it.
Following in the footsteps of our, you know what I'm saying, civil rights leaders. Shout out MLK.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out Malcolm X. Marcus Garvey.
You know, good name.
Good
name, bro. Good name.
Doing
good
out
name.
there.
You know
what was that guy? Oh, you guys weren't there.
What?
Oh, I made a big oopsies.
What'd you do? Oh, no. That's not a big oopsie.
Oh, it's not.
That's not a big oopsie.
What's his name, Gus?
Gus, nigga. Nah, Ben Crump.
Ben Crump.
He didn't know who Ben Crump was.
Yo.
He's just like a civil rights attorney.
Shout out Ben Crump.
Yeah, shout
Benjamin
out
Crump.
the guy, man. Nah, I plan on being respectful this month, of course, as always. But, you know, if niggas come at me a certain way, Spencer, if you make a certain, you know, if a certain joke hits me, you know, a certain type of way, I might get a little flagrant. But, you know.
I'm already writing jokes for March 1st.
This guy,
setting up,
turn now.
Setting up all my plays for the top of March. I'll move over for a month, but then it's the other 11 are for me.
Hey, you got to be careful though. March 1st is a whole nother holiday. You feel me?
Who's that? Is that Women's Day?
It's Women's Month.
Women's month.
Fuck.
Yeah. You don't get a month.
I don't get a month.
You guys have a life.
We gotta get it all. We got it all. We don't need a month.
Guys, did you know my birthday is March 8th, which just so happens to be
Women's Month.
International Women's Day?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't think I have that much
sympathy. They stole my day.
I don't have that much sympathy for you because my birthday, whenever my birthday is on a Sunday, it's always Mother's Day. So like, I feel you know what I mean? Like, my mom was like, you gotta celebrate me.
That's a little different though.
Not
that's
really.
your mother.
It's my birthday. Like, of course, like my mom's the type, she's like, every time it's my birthday, she's like, look what I did. You know what I mean? Which is like fair, but like, you know, it's still my day.
Ooh, yeah.
Hold on, though.
You know what? You got it.
Fuck on that. Before we get into it, though, I didn't want to. I wanted to address this on mic.
Okay.
Because this is something that we talked about on mic.
Okay.
And I just want to test your temperature.
Okay.
As you know, as I think we all know, in preparation for what's going on next weekend.
Oh shit! You didn't wear the gear.
Well, no. That's on me.
Okay.
I don't have the gear. I'm getting it for him.
Okay.
But I just wanted to make sure. Like, do you remember the bet?
I do remember the bet.
You remember the bet. So I just want to know, like, what happened?
Yo, kind of ran into a financial bind. You know, money's a little slow.
I feel you.
Guy pulls up with new AirPod Maxes.
You know what I'm
I'm gonna have
saying?
to. You're gonna have to give me a little bit more time. You feel me?
I just want to make sure that niggas
No, just a little bit. I got you.
What you saying? Niggas be putting up bread and be acting a little bread. I don't know. Does this mean anything?
Hey, I got you.
I'm gonna make sure you have the gear. I'm gonna make sure you have the jersey too, because I feel like it's gonna be cool after the Eagles win the Super Bowl to then have him pull up
in the Eagles gear.
You know what I'm saying? I'll have mine on too.
You should take the Chiefs and double or nothing him.
Nah, I'm good. I'm gonna take my money.
Also, you're not confident.
I just don't like the Chiefs.
As long as it was personal, you know what I mean? I don't want to just take this nigga money just cause.
Got it.
I'll patch my homes, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be happy next week. What up, y'all? Welcome back to the Stereo Vision Podcast.
What's good? Episode 125.
Back at y'all, man. Happy to be talking. I missed y'all, man. Back with gang. To my left, I got my boy Osei. To my right, Spencer.
Yep.
Miles. How we living, y'all? I miss talking to y'all. I feel like, I don't know, we potted with Mac last week.
Yeah.
Go check that shit out. But it hasn't been us three in a little minute, so I feel like we got some shit to get off.
100%. It hasn't been just us since the Bad Bunny pod.
Facts.
And that was one of our better ones, I think.
We kill shit. We kill shit. How we all living, though? How we been feeling these last couple of weeks?
I mean, this week has been crazy. Honestly, it's just one of the most eventful. So many different things going on, so many different feelings. I had a friend visiting from home. Yeah. We were moving around a lot. I really want to like sleep for 48 hours, to be honest, and not do anything next week.
I feel you. I would say, have you? Also, like, January's over. I seen a bunch of niggas on the timeline talking about like January was mad long, all that. I don't know. I feel like everything goes by fast, but January did feel like it was a lot. How was your January as a whole?
Man, a lot happened. It did feel like a long month. It's funny, my sister's birthday is in January 18th. She also came to visit, and that was part of the reason along with Grammy Week. But she's always like, yeah, people are always shitting on January, but like, you know, it's my birthday month, so like I'm gonna turn up regardless. And I was like, yeah, you know what I mean? Just because it's a long month don't mean nothing, you feel me?
Yeah. it was a weird month. You know, I feel like niggas all came into the new year like really ready to turn up and get back into everything. And then, of course, being on the West Coast, the fires and stuff like that was a big thing. And then, obviously, like, that even spilled over into Grammy weekend and all that. And then just, like, I don't know, bro. I've been stressed, bro. Like, of course, like, I think we all know that we're trying to bring out a content, do all this shit. But, like, niggas is, we still learning, adjusting, growing, going through life and shit like that, bro. I don't know. This has been a very, very hectic month. But I am happy that, you know, we made it through. Hopefully, February is going to treat us all very, very well. I'm excited. We kicked it off with a very good Grammy night. I was very happy with how this turned out.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm not a big Grammy guy either. Like, I don't think that I'm very infatuated with celebrity. Like, I think that that's like why, I think none of us really are. I think that's why we're able to do what we do in terms of work, you know what I mean? And be around it and not, you have to act like this is normal because all these people are normal at the end of the day. And I think a lot of these award shows are just like, I don't know. It doesn't really hit for me, but I was just happy with the whole vibe of this one, even though it felt a little more low key than some of the other shit.
Yeah, I love the Grammys. I think it's such a fun night to celebrate music. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like the more obsessed with like the business and also like producers and songwriters I become, the more I appreciate the night. Yeah. Because when you like last couple of years, I didn't do it this year, but I'll watch the red carpet cam before the Grammys start for like 2 hours. So you see everyone that they're not going to show on the broadcast, but you're like, oh shit, that's this or that, you know what I mean? Like looking great, and you get just interviews from everyone, great performances. I don't know. I'm a big Grammy fan for sure.
Definitely. I mean, it was motivating.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. Like I think y'all got about saying that a lot, bro. But like seeing that shit, bro. Like it is cool to see the people who are like the producers and like the other people that are contributing to music, that this is maybe not a normal thing for them, and you could tell this is really, really dope. You know what I mean? They feel like they finally. This is a good culmination of work, you know, especially if you've been in the game for mad years. You know, I think your first Grammy is a real validation of everything that you put in. Like, like I made some really impactful music this year. Yeah. I personally, like, I see that and I'm like, bro, I can't wait. Also funny stuff. I got 2 questions for y'all. One, what would you wear? Are we pulling, I asked you before this, are you pulling up all black? No. I know that niggas is, I waffle back and forth. I don't think I would go black either. What are you wearing? You said you would go black.
I'd hit the fur and then drop the top like Bianca.
Drop the top like Bianca. I would say, but he's joking now, but he's for sure going chest out blazer.
Oh yeah,
he's for sure going chest out blazer.
You don't see them hairs.
That's an easy move. You feel me? A little bit more gold too. Hopefully, I have a little bit more gold by them. But yeah, that's an easy move.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not much to it.
What are you wearing?
I don't know, bro. I don't know exactly what I'd wear. I think it would be bright though. I think whatever it is, it would be bright and colorful. Yeah. And you'd see me.
I might go. See, that's the saying, bro. Like, when I go, like you said, hopefully I got a little more ice on me. I might go, like, all black sunglasses. And then, like, if I got, like, a piece, like, something crazy, something that's dancing. You know what I mean? I know, have you seen all this shit on Twitter about how rappers' diamonds aren't dancing like athletes' diamonds and shit?
Oh, with the Jalen Hurts chain?
I hate that shit.
Why?
Well, you hate the narrative?
Yeah. Nigga, I don't care about whose jewelry is doing what. You don't have any, bro. Why are you conversing online about this, bro? I don't care. Like,
nah.
If a nigga has fake, like, so are you the type of nigga that, like, say a nigga walks in here with a fake chain, you gonna be like, oh, that shit's fake?
Yeah, I got the tester.
You know what I mean? I think that shit is mad lame, bro. I retweeted the shit. It was like, someone said like these rappers' diamonds ain't shining like Jalen Hurts, and then someone said like, yeah, all right, bro, just put my McDouble in the bag. You know, like I can't be hearing that shit.
Yeah, I also think in a weird way, people have been trying to tear down rap in different ways for a while. Which is why I think the Grammys was so refreshing for me. I was like, this felt more like a celebration of hip hop and rap and R&B than any other year. Usually I feel like it's a pop fest and I don't really get it.
Yeah, it was okay, so it was a lot going. Where do you guys want to start with it? Like I feel like we should do the full thing, the full deep dive into it. Where do you want to, like, speeches, highlights, the people that we care about?
I mean, I don't know, Kendrick?
Yeah, I mean, we could do the obvious. So Kendrick, Not Like Us, GNX wasn't in the cycle or anything like that. So I think that was the only record that he was up for. It won Rap Song of the Year.
Rap Performance of the Year.
Rap Performance of the Year. It won everything it was nominated
for, right?
Song
of the Year and Record of the Year.
Yeah, it won everything it was up for.
And music and Best Music Video.
So clean sweep. Kendrick was up there looking like, you know, he knew what time it was. Yeah. We were talking about the diamonds. His diamonds was definitely dancing.
Oh, yeah.
I think that both of his speeches were very great. I think that's my favorite moments from the Grammys and the things that I always look back on and what draws me to that whole event, because you do get to see people that it almost feels like they get vulnerable again for the first time. Everyone's watching them. You're kind of like go back to being that kid on the stage. And like you're by yourself really. Of course, it's dope that you have your people around you. I love when I think that was Soundwave that took the mic and was talking his shit after Not Like Us won Record of the Year. I think Mustard did a great job when he spoke. And Kendrick just gave a shout out to obviously all the people affected by the fires, which is dope. Shout out his hood, shout out hip hop. Pretty much everything. He's done the Grammy thing before, so this isn't like his first time. So I think he just handled it well. And
he seems super comfortable.
I didn't think it was gonna happen.
I didn't either.
We'll just talk about it. Like the Grammys did what they were supposed to do this year, like you said. It really felt like a celebration of hip hop to the fullest. We're getting into doechii, obviously, and talking about her, Kendrick, you know what I mean? Not even just hip hop, just like black music and black art in general with the Quincy Jones tribute, Beyonce winning. Like it was very dope to see that and see Kendrick go up on the stage with the hat, with the chain. Like that's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? What Soundwave and Mustard did is hip hop. Like that was dope. It was very empowering, to be honest. And I think that that's really important because when he's shouting out his hoods and all these communities, little kids are going to watch this and be like, this could be one day and I could be truly authentically me. And I think that, of course, there's the diss and all the other negative things surrounding this record. But at its core, like we've always said, this is the most hip hop move that Kendrick Lamar maybe has done in his very illustrious career. And I'm happy to see it be celebrated.
Yeah, it's interesting to see throughout this whole campaign how confident he's been. Yeah. It's almost like he almost knows what's going to happen before it happens. You know, we talked about when we first watched the Not Like Us video, he seemed very like stoic, emotionless, but like confident. You know what I mean? And I think he displayed that kind of demeanor on stage as well when he was giving the speech. Like it was a very simple speech, but he shouted out the whole city. You know what I mean? He gave the appropriate nods. I feel like this is going to be a big year for him. Definitely. Still. And 2024 was a huge year for him. You know, so I don't even know what's next, but obviously we have the Super Bowl and the tour coming up. So I'm excited to see both of those play out.
I mean, he's moving like a person to me with a very keen understanding of the task at hand. And it obviously sounds like big and dramatic and grandiose or whatever, but I think that understanding your position, not only in music, of course, rap, all of that superficial stuff, but in society, having the opportunity to be as impactful as he is, shed a light on your city, give back in such amazing ways, you do have to have fun with it, be authentic, but also move with a purpose. You know what I mean? When you get on these stages, you do have to represent a certain thing, look a certain way, make sure you're talking about things a certain way, upholding a certain standard. And I think he's done that, and I think he's confident.
Yeah.
Like he seems to be like, I'm moving with a purpose right now. Everything has a meaning, and I love that.
Yeah, he knows exactly who he is and what he does. Yeah. And hearing the entire music industry scream A minor, like as they were playing Not Like Up on the Walk Up, that was insane.
Taylor was hitting it. You know what I mean? He got on stage, he said, hey, this was for Whitney hitting the Crip Walk in the video.
Yeah.
Like that's hard.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was surprised because I think we talked about this earlier. Maybe it's kind of, you know, it's so ingrained in the culture now, maybe it's lost its meaning a little bit, but for them to show not only Beyonce, but also Taylor Swift, like dancing and mouthing the words, I was like, this is still a diss track. Like this is still
a scathing diss track.
It's a slap.
And it's man, I don't know. It's not that they don't have the right to do that. Of course they do, but it just means something. These are both people that Drake has collaborated with in the past.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that with them, I don't even look at it again outside of the diss lens. Kendrick made a slap. That's what it's supposed to do. You know, like even in spite of yourself, you know the words. It's so simple, so repeatable. You want to dance to it. It's like this is the perfect diss record. Like. I think that it's so it's almost unfortunate that beforehand we talked about it the way that we did with such a lack of confidence that it could win. You know, at least I'll say that for myself. Like I really did not think it was gonna win, especially Record of the Year and Song of the Year. It's deserving. It's an incredibly written song from a hip hop lens solely, and I think that hip hop is one of the most difficult lyrical forms of artistry. So it makes sense that they're honoring it at the highest level. Like he bodied everything you could have bodied in terms of just song. And then with record, it's a dance record. You can play that in almost any setting, anyone of all ages. When they hear that beat, when they hear Kendrick's flow, they're going to go crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I think it was a multi-layered statement by the Grammys, right? Yeah. Because obviously one of the biggest records of the year, and nominated for multiple categories. So you're going to give it to him over like, you know, a couple songs like the Billie Eilish project. You know what I mean? Like it's like this record meant something to the culture, but also in the battle, Drake dissed the Grammys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, they definitely heard that. They definitely felt a type of way about that. It's like, all right, fuck it. Then he's going to win all of it.
Nah, that was the most fire point that you brought up. Because Drake has had a history with the Grammys and gone back and forth with the Grammys. And the fact that it's kind of backfiring in his face.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone would have ever thought that it was going to happen to this degree with a diss record directly towards him. But this is literally like, I'm not saying, like, you bring up a good point with, like, this is a bunch of people voting, you know what I mean? There can't be some agendas. But if there were agendas and there were a time when you could kind of, you know what I mean? If they wanted to say a fuck you to Drake, you could get it off with something like this.
Yeah, and I'm sure there are still agendas, even though it's like, you know, a voting electoral college or whatever, 13,000 delegates that are voting on these things. But I don't know. I think there probably was some messages being sent. And I think I don't know, I kind of like that nobody is bigger than doing things the right way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's impossible to be above, I think, treating people right and like working towards maintaining collaboration and relationships with people in your industry.
You don't make enemies.
You don't make enemies. I think
never.
that's important. I think we've heard it for years about Drake, about how he's made one enemy after another in all these different powerful people. And I don't think that's a good way to live or to go about things. So I think it is a good example to see what that can actually lead to.
Yeah, but keeping the focus on just Kendrick in that moment, I think that this is going to go into, like you said, a very, very strong 2025. Obviously, the Super Bowl next week is going to be a big moment. Do you think we get a project this year?
I don't know if we get a project. I might walk back my Not Like Us take. I think he's probably going to do it at the Super Bowl now.
Yeah, I think he is.
After seeing it at the Grammys like it was, I'm like, he's probably going to rap one of these verses, you know? Project, I don't think we get a project from him. I think he's going to be active. I think he's going to be doing features. But no, I don't see another body of work this year.
I'd just seeing Dave on the stage and everything. I'd love to see PG Lang make some statements this year.
Yeah, that's what I think it's going to be. I think the Keem project is going to come this year.
That's why I want a Keem and a Kendrick project.
Yeah.
And I think that Kendrick might give it to us.
Okay.
I think that, I don't know why, but I just feel like now is the time to just drop. Don't disappear again. I feel like the message on GNX was even don't disappear again.
Yeah.
Like it was on that I Deserve It All track, Man in the Garden. He's talking about, like, I kept these words to myself for so long and this is something that I just got over now. I feel like he's going to really start giving us more music. So I hope we get it from him.
I think he's going to be more present than we've seen him in years.
Facts.
Even if that doesn't mean project.
You're right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I could see them developing more people too. Like I'm sure they have, like Mac Walk was talking about how TDE keeps people around before they're signed or announced. I am sure that PG Lang has 3 or 4 artists that they are currently developing. Yeah. There's plays being made. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I could see it being a year of those plays coming to fruition.
Definitely.
I would like to see them get in the fashion space. I really fuck with what they do on the fashion tip. I love the PG Lang hats.
But then it's like also the film and the commercial things that they do on commission. Yeah. I think that it's important with them to not, we see it. You can't spread yourself too thin. Mm-hmm. And like we obviously are like Kendrick, Day Free, this whole thing is going, but it is still in its infancy. And I think that they were around top and them to know, they know what it takes to be great and how long that process is and how there's going to be mistakes and bumps in the road. So I want them to focus on a few things and make it good. Like if you're going to do the fashion shit, which I think is fly, don't try to develop new artists. Do that, do the commercials, because I think the commercials and those collaborations, like the shit they do with Cash App and Calvin Klein, I think that probably makes a lot of money that they are able to fund these projects with.
Yeah.
So maybe do that, stack some bread, get the Keem, get the Kendrick project out. I think put more money in the system and then duck off, develop, like Keem go on a little run. Yeah. That's what I think, but we'll see. Going into the TDE bag, doechii, winner of everything. There's not a single artist that was more inspirational this past year than her. It's knowing where she comes from, knowing what this means to her, knowing the heights that she was able to reach, doing things that are so authentic to her, to the culmination of it being on the Grammy stage. I'm doing Denial is a River.
Yeah.
And rapping every word of it, all of my pain, all of my trauma, looking like an absolute star, hitting all the movements that we've seen her perfect, from Camp Flog Gnaw to coming out on different people's guest sets to all the Tonight
Tiny
Show
Desk.
and shit, Tiny Show, her whole tour.
Tiny
like,
Show.
She's done everything to lead up to this moment, and it looked so good on stage. And just seeing her with her mother giving, like, her speech was the best.
Yeah.
Easily.
You should play that.
Yeah.
In
bro.
case people didn't hear it.
This shit literally, it brought a tear to my eye, bro. It was incredible.
And the winner is See For Me.
I didn't like that part. I hated when she did
Alligator
that.
Bites, Never Here by doechii.
Remember old dude from 2019, nice clean, give me dirty.
Like
It's so
deny-
crazy that this is the one.
You know, that's so confusing. I would have never thought.
Yeah.
Musa.
Yeah, who she hugged.
Musa.
Okay.
Jaden Smith looked insane.
Yeah,
I'm
wearing
so
a
sorry.
house on his head.
What is this dude doing?
Can you see
bro?
him in the...
Yes, bro. Look at what he does with his hands. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. If you're on YouTube, I might even put this on the screen because this nigga Jaden looks insane. Look at when they go. What is he doing? What is he doing? Who is this guy?
He's trying to have a moment. Trying to get some attention.
She's insane, bro. Her fits are always crazy.
Yeah, her publicist is like the best.
You know, bro. You could tell how overwhelming it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to make this long, but this category was introduced in 1989, and 2 women have won. Lauryn Hill, 3 women have
Say
won.
that. Say that. Say that.
Lauryn Hill, Cardi B, and doechii.
Yeah.
It's fire.
I put my heart and my soul into this mixtape. I bared my life. I went through so much. I dedicated myself to sobriety, and God told me that I would be rewarded and that He would show me just how good it can get.
Yeah.
And I have to thank God. I need to thank my beautiful mother for coaching me.
That bald lady's so funny too.
I want to thank my
Shout out,
label,
moms.
my engineer, Jada, for everything she did, my fans to the swamp.
Yo.
There's so many people out there who probably don't know who I am. I call myself the Swamp Princess because I'm from Tampa, Florida.
Yeah.
There's so much culture in Tampa. Whenever people think about Florida, they only think about like Miami, but Tampa has so much talent. Labels, go to Tampa. There's talent there, okay? Thank you
I'll be there
so
in the
much to
morning.
my label, TDE, and everybody that helped put this together. All the producers on the project, I thank you. Thank you to hip hop. The last thing I want to say, oh my God, there's so much going on. What the fuck? Sorry. I know that there is some black girl out there, so many black women out there that are watching me right now, and I want to tell you, you can do it. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Don't allow anybody to project any stereotypes on you that tell you that you can't be here, that you're too dark, or that you're not smart enough, or that you're too dramatic, or you're too loud. You are exactly who you need to be right where you are, and I am a testimony. Praise God.
Wow.
So fire. So fire, bro. So fire.
Yeah, definitely the best speech of the night.
Easily.
1,000%. Even starting it off the way she did, talking about Lauryn Hill and talking about Cardi B. You know what I mean? Like that was it's funny because she was overwhelmed, but as you could tell as she went on, it was like she felt more like empowered by the moment. And it got, I don't know, it was a dope speech. I wasn't expecting her to speak that much and that confidently. Also somebody that feels ready for every moment that she stepped into this year.
Yeah, definitely. And I think that you also see this in how she's gone about her performances and how she presents herself. And whenever she's given the opportunity to not even speak, but just perform, there's always messaging of empowerment, especially towards black women. And I think that she's so eloquent in not only her speech, but her performances that the message really lands, and it's so important. And then when you see the camera panning to all the different powerful black women in the crowd looking so moved by what she's saying, it's like, it's empowering to me, and she's not even directly speaking to me. Anyone in that position, I think when we're all in that position, we're going to want to speak to people who came from situations like ours and let them know that you can do it. You know, I think that we often talk about a lot, like, did we expect to be the places that we're at even now or where we're going? It's not typical from where we're from. And we're oftentimes like the first in our family or in our friend group to attempt this shit, you know? It's crazy that she's that same person and she did that all the way authentically and ended up on the Grammy stage.
Yeah.
Anyone who has dreams or anyone who has aspirations of doing anything can look at her and be like, yo, I don't have to compromise anything. I don't have to dumb down my message. I don't have to dilute anything to be great.
Yeah.
That's really, really dope.
She is definitely in the running for last year's MVP. I know we didn't really talk about her that much when we were talking about, you know, the future, Kendrick, Cardi, but like every single look was 10 out of 10. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, I think she is a true creative, a true artist, and like really ready to step into that spot, you know, that is waiting for her.
Yeah.
And also shout out whoever is doing her PR. Yeah. I will say that because every single outfit has been incredible. There is a visual story being told, and the looks are all tasteful, and every performance is different. You know what I mean? Like you can watch every single doechii performance, however many times she's gonna do Denial is a River, and each one's gonna feel different, you know? So shout out everyone working that project because the execution is flawless.
No, facts. Her engineer, everybody. I think that she was definitely my favorite of the night. Mm-hmm. I was happy to see her get everything. I wanted to see her win all the awards. Besides her, I guess the biggest surprise was Album of the Year. To you or no?
Cowboy Carter. Yeah. Not a surprise, just for me, just like a disappointment. But
that was a shock to me. I did not think that it was gonna win. Again, like I think you saw in real time, kind of my opinion switch because I didn't think it was gonna win. Like disrespect again. Like I don't know why I didn't think that Beyonce was gonna get it off, but her and the Grammys have had that little tiff for a minute now. But like issue, like you know what I mean. I don't think that they've always been in agreement, and like I think I think that she's thought that she should have won awards before, and that's what Jay-Z when he went up on the stage at the Grammys and he was like, "Y'all don't give they don't the big one." She wanted Album of the Year,
and that happened last year, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm glad you brought it up because I remember that incident and I was critical of Jay-Z for it because I was like, "What are you talking about? Like, you just want your wife to win." But it is funny that now. A whole year later, she did win Album of the Year. Yeah. For me personally, I wasn't excited about the Album of the Year category.
Yeah,
and I'm not mad that she won it.
Type shit. That's why
I'm not mad that she won.
That's where I'm at with it. Like I didn't have a real horse in that race. You know.
Yeah,
like, I didn't really particularly care. So I think it's cool to see Beyonce win because I fuck with Beyonce.
Yeah, I fuck with Beyonce too. I just think I like you guys. There wasn't an album in there that I loved.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, but. Like from a cultural perspective, you could feel the difference of the moment that like Charlie XCX had this year versus that of Cowboy Carter,
of course,
which came and went. You know what I mean? There was
to me, and we said this before. It's like when Leo won The Revenant because I think that she should have won it for Renaissance.
What'd she lose to?
I don't remember. Okay. I think Taylor Swift.
Probably.
That is crazy though.
You know, like Renaissance.
That's one of her best projects.
And Renaissance had the moment. Everything that Brat did. That was Renaissance last year. You know, from the outfits to the live shows and everything. Like, she bodied that whole thing, or 2 years ago, whatever it was. I think Renaissance should have won it. They did her dirty with that one. They got back with this. I didn't really care about any of the other artists in there, like, on a personal level. So to see someone that I do fuck with, like, genuinely, I'm going to listen to their music. I was happy to see Beyonce win. That being said, though, the other albums did. That Brat album, I saw.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't, like, again, I'm not slapping that, but I seen everyone do the whole thing, you know?
It was the biggest music moment of the year.
Did you think that one was going to win it, or was that just one that you like? The one
I think it should have won it.
Okay.
And I've talked on this platform before about how even as somebody that's listened to Charlie for 5-6 years, I wasn't particularly captivated by Brat. It wasn't necessarily my favorite body of work she's made. But you can't deny that moment.
I thought Sabrina had a real chance at it, honestly.
Yeah, I actually need to listen to that album because I never listened to the whole Short and Sweet album, and I've seen a couple people who I respect their opinions of say it's really good.
I think it's just not our bag, but I think it's great in what it's trying to be. Like, I don't think I'm ever gonna want to hear a song like Please, 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 like just that perspective, that storytelling, but that is a story that a lot of people care about, and it tells it great, you know, to them. But yeah, shout out Beyonce.
You can't be mad at losing to Beyonce, bro.
Exactly.
You can't be mad at losing.
And I'm
to Beyonce.
hating because I seen Billie. Was Billie's album even up
Yeah.
for the album?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. She looked a little sick to me.
I didn't think so.
I thought she looked mad.
I mean, doesn't she have 9 Grammys? You feel me? Like she's used to winning.
I thought she was gonna win.
So
I thought some of them thought that they might win. I think that they were a little bit shocked by the Kendrick sweeping the songs.
Yeah, me too.
I think they were caught a little bit off guard, and I like to see.
and that's what I'm saying. It feels like a message because they didn't have to do that.
Well, so that's why you mentioned what the Weeknd's intro was.
Yeah.
And was that what the Weeknd spoke out against, or what was the Weeknd speaking out against about the Grammys?
So the Weeknd basically was like 4 or 5 years ago was just like, yo, the Grammys are out of touch. They are a bunch of old white people that don't really know what's going on. I'm boycotting the Grammys, you know? And so it was interesting because the CEO of the Academy came on to introduce the Weeknd and first started by addressing that moment. And they put up the clips, the media blog clips of when the Weeknd did all this. And he was basically like, you know, like I heard what the Weeknd was saying, and I think it was valid criticism. You have to be able to take criticism. So he talked about how he expanded the voting members to include a lot more young people, a lot more people of color, and a lot more women, and also just more people in general. So it wasn't just this concentrated opinion of some, you know what I mean? But it felt more like maybe what the masses wanted. And then announced the Weeknd, which was cool. I like to see somebody that can get over their ego and say, yeah, maybe we weren't where we needed to be, but we'll make some changes. And thank you for seeing that I heard you and coming back and performing on this show.
And it shows.
Yeah.
I think that in the winners this year, it seems like it's more that.
I think the last couple years have honestly been really strong. I haven't had like particularly strong like negative opinions the last few years when they used to do crazy shit.
I mean, we're gonna get into we'll finish off the Grammys before we get into the new Weeknd. But what else is there to talk about?
I mean, that performance, I liked the Weeknd's performance a lot.
I didn't.
No?
It was fine. You know, it was just kind of boring. Like, very stationary. There was obviously a lot of dancers on the stage, but I could only really see their arms.
Yeah, that was the point.
But yeah, I get it. I didn't like the point.
I liked it. I thought it was just a spooky ass performance. Like I told you before, it's like it just felt very mysterious.
Yeah, like he sounded good. Like the Weeknd's always gonna sound good. You know, Cardi came out and I couldn't see anybody.
I'm trying to see the Weeknd moonwalk, bro.
You know, I think
I'm trying to see him do a backflip or something, bro. Bro, what's his name? The white dude that has that album. He did a front flip off a piano, bro.
The white dude that has that album.
Fuck, what's
What
his
album?
name, man?
Benson Boone?
Benson Boone, yes.
Benson Boone.
Bro,
Really?
Benson Boone stood up in a full suit. They tore that joint off. He had a whole fucking pantsuit on. He ran up the stage, climbed on the piano, and did a front flip and started singing. Bro, the Weeknd can't even do a little...
Hey,
a little shimmy.
Benson said, "Y'all gonna talk about me.
That's what I'm saying,
Y'all
bro.
are gonna see me."
I will speak for myself. I'm very critical of the pop space because I feel like sometimes I'm just like, bro, this music is boring to me.
Yeah.
But when I saw that, I was like, nah, that guy deserves his flowers. Whatever he does,
Give him an award.
He got it, bro. He got it.
Benson Boone, he converted me tonight to a fan.
Oh, okay.
You know, I think I liked what I saw.
I was gonna say converted to what?
Nah, crazy. Janelle Monáe.
Did the Michael Jackson?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was funny.
it was bad.
You know, the Quincy Jones tribute was interesting.
What, the Stevie Wonder?
Stevie was up there. I mean, that was the whole part of it.
Yeah.
That's what Janelle was doing too. Like they had the whole. It could have been better. It could have been put together a little bit better.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see like Babyface or like some other people up there.
Who had the best performance?
Doechii
Yeah.
wasn't even close to me. Who else was there?
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
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 She actually might have had best performance.
But I mean,
bro.
like again, like
it was insane.
that's why it's cool though, because we've been knowing what Doechii is, and her getting to display it on the highest stage, and there was all these other niggas, and it's like, oh, you really can't fuck with me. That being said, one that I did see that I forgot that we should have watched before was actually, again, you're gonna get mad at me. I know I'm not supposed to say this. Sabrina Carpenter's performance was good.
Okay.
She danced, and that's all I feel like you have to do to have a good performance. Like I feel like that's why I didn't like the Weeknd. You know, you have to have some sort of movement. I feel like to me, if you're stationary, unless you're like the best stationary Grammy performance was Frank Ocean doing "Think About You." Mm-hmm. That one was crazy, but that's just because he has that voice. You know,
Yeah.
and that song is like that.
I like the Grammy performances because I like to see what like in a crazy budget can do for like stage design.
Yeah.
Like I don't care if you're running around dancing, but I like seeing you with resources to have 30 background dancers and to see what story you're gonna tell, see what the stage looks like. And that's why I liked the Weeknd's. As I thought the production of it.
Did that look like a 30,000 budget? Like we seen
Yeah,
The
it looks
Weeknd.
sick. They were fucking splitting laser beams and doing like all this like hand choreo. I thought the Weeknd's was really cool.
Man.
No,
I mean, like it wasn't bad. I don't want to downplay it like it was a terrible performance because you're right, it was not bad. I just think that I've seen him give so much better performances. Like that just felt like.
Well, I think
him,
also I'm comparing it to the field. You know what I mean? Not his
Yeah,
past
yeah,
performances.
and you're right, and you're right
I
to do
think
that.
I love Grammy performance historically. I really think they're incredible, and I thought this year was disappointing. Like Billie Eilish, I'm a big Billie Eilish fan. I love the song "Birds of Feather," but like that performance was lame. Like it was way too simple. It was. I think it was supposed to be an ode to the fires, you know, the land destroyed by the fires, but it just came off as kind of boring.
Honestly, she went up there and did karaoke.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Billy's funny, bro.
I think
those
she might
hats
be
really
overconfident right now.
Nah,
Felt a little
I think that's her
overconfident.
bag. I just think that's her.
You know, I didn't see Chapel Roan's performance. I would have liked to see what she did. It looked like she did the most.
Yeah, that's probably her. You know, see, we missed what happened when we was watching all these. You didn't mention none of them.
What do you mean? Which ones?
The Chapel.
I forgot about Chapel.
Her hat was terrible.
Chapel was wearing a crazy hat.
Hey,
I would have been so pissed if I was sitting behind her.
Oh my God. You know, hey, I was gonna say Chapel she got her bag and she sticks to it and she's doing it well. So more power to you.
But it's almost like you can't lie. Like you gotta have a look. If you want to be the biggest, you gotta have a look. Because like I was looking at those pictures tonight, some of the stills where it's like all these celebrities and then boom, your eyes immediately go to Chapel Roan, like looking crazy. You know what I mean? But I was like, okay, you show me this in 15 years, and maybe Chapel Roan goes on a run and becomes one of the biggest pop stars ever. I'm like, oh well, obviously she looks like it.
Bro,
She looks like a fucking icon.
And maybe everyone dresses like that in 15
Bro,
years. too.
Lady Gaga
You know?
wore a meat dress.
I know, and Gaga's
You
an
know,
icon.
that's what I'm saying. Like,
And
you can the absurd, the shock value, the all that, you have to, you know? And I think that what's cool with her is like, you know, she's also, I think, supporting a movement with everything. You know, with drag and, you know, LGBTQ. So, you know, if you have a cause for it and you're dedicated
You
to
forgot
it,
about
that's
the plus.
cool. Plus. Everybody. Yeah.
don't forget the plus, please.
Anyways, anything else from
no.
we're talking about what you wear. Would you guys write your speech or would you walk up there and just say it?
I would have some bullets for sure.
Really? And would you pull out the thing or would you practice them?
No, I would practice it.
Yeah. What would you do?
I would have it pre-written, but I don't think I would read off of it, you know?
You
But
would
I
just
would
know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, I would have like written it out a couple times and like practiced it. Yeah. You know, but once you get up there, it's a free for all. You can say whatever. You know?
That's what I'm saying.
As long as you convey the right emotion, you know what I mean? It's all about the emotion and the aura with that, I feel like.
And I feel like you
honest.
don't know if you're gonna win. Like I'd be sick if I like prepared a speech and lost. That's why like I wouldn't do a speech. Like I wouldn't like prepare one. I just get up there and just chat. But I feel like I'd have to be like sober. Because if I was like faded a little bit, then I'd ramble.
Yeah.
You know, and it could get hectic. But if I was sober, clear minded, like because I feel like if you don't have anything to say, you could just keep it short. And cool. You know what I mean? Thank God, thank parents, whatever. You know what I mean? Thank the Academy, whatever. Leave. You know.
I think I would do the inverse of you. I think mine would be pre-written and I'd have a little fade. I think that's where I would get
That's
my
a
best
happy
speech.
medium. That's a
Because
happy
then I would
medium.
have my points, but I would probably have the confidence to deviate when something beautiful came into my head.
That's what I think I go out there and spit. I'm not gonna lie. I envision that moment, bro. I think I'm gonna drop some real game. Whenever I get the mic, bro. But that's what I'm saying though. You think like when you get up there, you think like, damn, like this is the moment. Like now everyone's listening to me. Like I can literally get off whatever I want right now. Like what I'm gonna say.
You sound like Ye right now.
Literally.
That's what I was saying. I would say some crazy shit if I go full Kanye. Something just snaps in my brain. That'd be hilarious.
What would you want to say to all those people? That's the world stage right there.
Well, it depends on how toxic I am at that point in my life. Like if I got on the Grammy stage in the next year, I might drop a couple like F-bombs, like fuck is they talking about? Like, niggas don't know. Like we did this shit, da 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 da. I'm popping my shit. You know, of course, thank God, thank my parents, all that. And then I'm like, I think honestly though, I would want to impart the message that doechii did. Like you can do it too, you know, like believe in yourself, all of that. I was trying out black people, the culture, all that. You know, I do that.
Yeah. I'd probably ask them to move Women's Day to March 9th.
Stupid
So I could celebrate, you know?
Can we talk about Kanye?
I'd love to talk about Kanye.
What did he do? Why he show up like that? Why him and Bianca show up like that?
Drop the top, man.
You also heard that them niggas was uninvited. That they weren't invited to the Grammys.
Which was false reporting.
It's untrue.
Okay.
He was nominated. He got invited.
Okay,
That's what
I
I'm
was
saying.
gonna say because that would have been crazy.
Yeah.
if this nigga just popped out uninvited and said Bianca, take.
So I mean, if you didn't see, I don't know how you could have not seen, but basically they got up there on the red carpet. Bianca was wearing a big fur jacket, turned around, slowly took it off. They recreated the Vultures album cover, which was kind of fly. Then she turns around and you're like, oh, yeah, you can see it all.
He's doing too much now. Love Kanye, great guy. I don't know him, but
I think he's doing the same.
nah, but
Yeah.
that's bad. I think that's.
I
a
think
lot.
he's just back.
I don't think, but I don't think you should do that. There's like kids watching and shit. You know what I mean? Like I think
There's always been kids watching.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that doing that, like her being fully naked on that like platform, I think that was doing a little too much. That was a little too vulgar for me.
No, I disagree with the action. I told Spencer this earlier, bro. If you invite Kanye anywhere, you know he's gonna do
Yeah,
something.
the nigga could do whatever he wants, bro. I just don't. I think it was a little too much. I think that one was the first time I'm like, this feels a little in poor taste to me.
Well, it just blurs the line. When somebody can get away with something like that, it sends a really bad message because that is illegal for a reason.
You know
what I mean? Like exposing yourself to someone is a real problem.
100%.
That is like borderline or could be sexual
And,
assault
like, there's kids
if
there.
it's the wrong person doing it. You know what I mean? So like he doesn't just because she's like. Just because she looks like that don't mean she get to just be naked.
Yeah.
Why? Like if she can be naked, I can be naked.
100%. I agree with what you're saying 100%. Not about you being naked. You should keep your clothes on. But yeah, that's not right. I didn't think that was right.
Yeah, I think it blurs the line.
But it was hilarious.
I think people got to stop inviting Kanye places. To be honest,
If we're not-
but at this point, it's our fault.
If we're not now that we got
not my fault, but y'all's fault.
no, we did the series now. Now jokes, yes, you're 100% right. This is the new Kanye package. If Kanye is called anywhere, Kanye's gonna show up anywhere. You have to just accept naked Bianca will be next to him. Bianca will be there, and Bianca will not be wearing clothes.
Yeah.
So do with that information what you will.
Yeah,
And Kanye's hilarious for then. You seen after she did it, he stepped back.
Admired his work.
I'm like, you're a psychopath.
Yeah.
Kanye's off it. I hope, I pray. Because you seen that Bully got the advertisement
Yeah.
too. The album better be good. Don't say that because he gave us Vultures too.
No. I was gonna say the opposite of what you thought I was gonna say,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna say it because that's disrespectful to my goat.
I'm dead.
But I'm interested to see what we get. I'm interested. I hope the Northwest has a lot of influence on this album.
Me too.
Crazy.
The
We need
snippets
that.
haven't sounded that good to me. Obviously, he's been playing a lot of it in Japan. So there's been like 7 or 8 different snippets that have floated around. I haven't been a big fan of them, but I really like this rollout, to be honest. I really like, because you got to think about it like it is. It's a rollout. He's going to do the crazy thing, and then boom, later in the show, he already bought the ad spot. The website looks great. And I
like
really
the
do
song.
like, which one?
The one on the website.
Oh, okay.
From the ad.
Yeah. And I mean, I really like I like him doing the $20 drops too. Because he said that on platform. You know what I mean? Like he wanted to make stuff like that more accessible. And if it wasn't for Adidas, he would have dropped the price of all of his product. Yeah. So to see him actually doing that, I don't know. I kind of want to go cop some.
I mean, you saw was part of his tweet rampage, besides him saying that he would have fucked Kamala if she wasn't a loser. He was basically like, I'm rich. Y'all niggas can't tell me shit. Like I'm back. Like Ye got money. This nigga said Trump back in office and I'm back a billionaire. Like maybe the world is gonna be okay. Like this nigga's wilding. Again, I don't know about the Trump parts. You wilding on that, but him getting his money. I think that Kanye's like, these niggas can't tell me nothing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just try shit.
Yeah. I mean, Osei and I were talking a little bit before you got here, and Osei was like, are there repercussions that come from an action like this? And I'm like, I don't think at this point for Kanye West there are. I think he is as independent as you can be as a musician, because I think anything that, you know, he could have lost by doing something like this, he's already lost. Mm-hmm. All ties have already been severed. It's really just him. And if he has his own personal private funding to back himself, yeah, he's going to do whatever he wants.
Right. Maybe like you sever some family ties, but he's already done that. You know what I mean? They already tried to stop him from seeing his kids. Like
the birthday party.
It didn't work.
Yeah. Got to text Travis Scott for the address.
Kanye is fully independent. That's true. Like I don't think he answers to nobody right now. Which is interesting and dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Very, very dangerous. I think again he's at the point where he's accumulated generational wealth, so I don't think that he's gonna like go broke or nothing like that. I don't think he's spending money that frivolously, but he might just give us some crazy statements.
I'm confused.
More rampages.
I'm confused on how he got rich again. He was very broke and very in debt, according to him.
I assume that lawyer fees, getting your bank account frozen, losing all this shit, probably really had him fucked up. But I think that he probably had money in motion, and like once he got all that shit handled, you still are getting all the money from all your albums. You dropped Vultures 1.
I was going to say,
Clothes.
Besides catalog and clothes, he independently dropped a #1 single last year.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Vultures definitely went platinum.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If it wasn't just Carnival. You know what I mean?
Kanye probably got a little bag off that.
A massive bag. Because think about what an artist normally would get for a #1 song.
Yeah.
But now think about that times 20,
Yeah.
30, 40, being independent.
Yeah, because he's really that album dropped with somebody. Did that album drop independent?
No, I was independent.
I don't think so. No, because it was on his website. Vultures 1 is through. I'm not seeing anything.
Yeah, I mean, he made a big deal about it, about like going #1 into fully independent.
That's hard.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited. Do you guys like the shoes?
No.
Like the clog wave runner things?
No. I like the rest of the clothes, but
Those are independent.
I don't know what it says on it, so I'm afraid to wear it.
Fair.
I haven't looked too deep into the catalog, but I wasn't wowed by anything. Really.
Yeah.
But it's Kanye.
I mean, if it's all heavyweight, that would be cool, but I don't know. Can it be heavyweight for $20?
It seems like it couldn't be, but
Is it available for purchase right now? Like, could you go on the website and grab some? I might go check after this shit. If it's $20, fuck it.
I know, why not?
But is that bitch gonna sell out?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna look into it after the pod.
I mean, shit, them wet t-shirts were everywhere. That was part of Yeezy, right?
Yeah, that was wild. He got that off.
I know there was some.
He got that
knockoffs
off.
too of that, though.
Crazy.
Anything else? Grammys.
You guys know anyone that wears the wet shirt?
I saw it everywhere here.
I saw
like walking around, but I don't know anyone that
I know one girl that we know from LMU that wore it.
Ooh.
Say her name. Say her name.
No.
Say her name.
Yeah, that's everything on the Grammys. I think
Yeah, Kanye didn't win, but he definitely won.
he was there.
Yeah.
Talking about the weekend, his album dropped. If you saw a reaction on the channel, I'm sorry.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
We had a good time.
Nah, no apologies.
We had a good time. No, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you though. I don't think that was the best situation to listen to the album. I just don't think that we gave it. I don't think that gave it a great first listen experience. I think there are some albums that are great for first reactions and some that aren't. I just don't think that was one.
Yeah.
And I love it. I went back to it. I've listened to it now twice in full. I have some songs that I like off it. I think that this was a really, really strong project from The Weeknd. Obviously, we know the whole story behind it is this is going to be his last album as The Weeknd. So as something that I look at as I want to get everything out, I want to put a final bow tie on this amazing career that I've had. I think that the album called back to the early days, called back to the new stuff. He got some of his collaborators that like I think have been around his career with Mike Dean, Metro Boomin, Future, Travis Scott, but I don't know if like we didn't have a Travis Scott feature on a Weeknd song yet, even though they worked together so much, you know? I love the Future song. I think that was
Is that true?
Yeah, we talked about. Do you not remember we talked about this?
We've never had a Travis Scott weekend or Travis Scott on a Weeknd song?
We discussed it and we couldn't figure one out.
Yeah, I don't think Travis Scott's ever been on a Weeknd song.
Wow.
The Weeknd's always on his songs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that the project was really, really great. I love it. I think it's gonna be something where like I continually grab things off of as I just listen to it.
Did you see that the last song transitions perfectly in the high for this?
Oh,
yeah, I saw that.
Super
we
sick.
talked about it. We talked about it, but I didn't know that was true. Like someone commented that in the live stream. That's fire.
Yeah, really cool. Yeah, I don't know if I've had my moment with this album yet. Yeah. You know, I think it is good. I do hear moments where it's like, oh, this is impressive. But I think just for what I was doing this weekend, it wasn't necessarily the right soundtrack because I did put it on and listen to it front to back again. I didn't really like it that much, but I'll definitely go back.
Really?
And I think I'll get
What didn't you like about it?
I got bored. I was like, I just wasn't wowed really by anything.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily agree with you on that statement. I think that there are a lot of highs on the project. As a cohesive project, it may just be too long for me. I feel like I'm still getting the standouts. The Future song is amazing.
Yeah.
What's it called? Niagara Falls is great. Give Me Mercy is great. But I was listening today on Shuffle and I had a lot of skips. And I think it was maybe because it was the morning and it was like my mind state, but I'm not there yet with this. I love After Hours.
Oh yeah.
I love After Hours, and I think it's still the best of the trilogy.
I was gonna say, well, is it a trilogy?
That's what it's supposed to be. After Hours, Dawn FM, and Hurry Up Tomorrow, right?
Yes, that trilogy. I thought you were talking about the whole career.
No.
I do agree. After Hours is the best of this trilogy that he's in now. This new album was the first time that I feel like he's really called back to the early days. And I think that's why I like it so much. That was my favorite Weeknd, because you're 100% right. If you're in a happy place in the morning time, this is not the album. This is drugs, depression, sadness, like late night drive, degenerate activity music for sure. Just pain music. I love that version of the Weeknd because I think he's super, super articulate. From the first reaction we talked about again, like the songwriting just has blown me away every time I listen to it. I think that he tried things on this that I think he's just strayed away from, but he was able to combine some of that newer, poppier stuff with maybe the lyrics of the old days and just darker production. And then like you can just tell like the quality level in terms of like who's mixing it and all of that is like super, super high. So it sounded expensive. I thought this really, really satisfied me from the Weeknd for sure. And I was nervous because of the rollout a little bit. Didn't like the video, didn't really like that first little Apple single. I thought that he was going to be corny. I thought that it was going to be a little bit more Dawn FM. This was nice for me.
I think he definitely struggled with the rollout. Seems like he has found his footing now in terms of like what this concept of the look, the concept, the feel of this album and this new era, or I guess the end of an era.
Yeah.
No.
So do you guys think we're gonna get more music from him in the next couple of years?
I don't think so.
You think he's just gonna stop for a little bit? Do you think we're ever gonna get another album?
Maybe.
I think so. He's just gonna drop it under his government.
I wouldn't say never. I could see that. I would never say never, but I do think that he's gonna duck off for a minute. Just because I think that I mean, like if you listen to the album, bro, this is like heavy shit.
Yeah.
Like he's talking about contemplating life. Like, does he even want to be here anymore? Like this, and like the imagery is dark. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of worried about him from listening to the album. And I think the fact that he is retiring makes me be a little more at ease because it seems like he's going through a lot and is stepping back. And maybe he's like, I think when you've lived a life as much as he has, and we forget that early on, this was a kid who was homeless, sleeping on benches, like doing insane amounts of drugs. Like he's not this like super polished, happy-go-lucky, everything's worked out for me, great guy. He's just absurdly talented and is inspired by the likes of Michael Jackson and Prince and these people. So he just happened to make that music and it was worldwide. He became what he became. But this is a super troubled soul if you listen to all of his music and even on After Hours, you know? Like Snow Child, he's like, bro, like I was gonna kill myself if I wasn't successful. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think he's gonna maybe be a more holistic person when he can step away from celebrity and drugs and the spotlight and maybe really rediscover who Abel is, because maybe he got sucked into this Weeknd character for so long.
Yeah. Really dive back into acting.
I hope not that.
Get us a new season of The Idol.
I don't know if The Idol
Need that.
You watching if there's another one?
Of course.
Osei was the biggest Idol fan.
He was the biggest Idol fan.
That was a great show.
No, say like Idol and Challengers.
Well, now Challengers was just objectively awesome.
That was a great movie.
I don't remember who was talking about Challengers, but like they had just seen it. They were like, "That's a freak ass movie, bro. That's a freaky movie."
But I think sometimes you think like freaky equates to bad. I think you be scared of the freak a little bit sometimes.
Facts.
Yeah. I don't think
embrace that freak.
I don't think I want to see certain people be freaky on camera.
Yeah.
You know?
Fair. You're allowed to feel that way. Turn that freak up.
Okay. All right, back to Challengers.
Were you freaky at Donovan's yard this weekend?
Oh, are we gonna do all that? Should we? Honestly, I was the opposite of freaky.
You weren't? You were tame?
Yeah, I was pushing the freaks off me.
Away.
To be honest,
Stay away from this stiff arm.
I stiff arm a freak or two.
Y'all left me. Nah, I didn't. I excluded myself from this weekend. I feel like everyone had a very eventful weekend.
Oh, you weren't even there. That's why you're asking these questions.
Bro, I was big sidelines this weekend. I loved it. I think I'm embracing that all 2025.
Okay.
We talk about, what I mean? Fuck it. I guess I could put it on wax, man. Am I gonna go sober this year? Do you guys think I could do that?
What?
Go like all the way sober?
All the way sober.
Bro, you just faced a ball.
Do you think if I did, this guy doesn't even smoke. We faced the ball, anyways. Do you think I could do that?
You can't face a ball?
But do you think don't? Nobody says that.
But
you
you objectively did though.
Anyways, do you guys think that I could do something like that?
I think it's so important when trying to achieve things to build systems and take steps. And so
this is true. This is true.
No, I don't think if you told me I'm gonna be sober, completely sober, starting tomorrow, no, I don't think you'd make it more than 40 days. But I think if you really made this like a goal for you that you want to do, I think you could definitely like make a system where by 2026 you're using very sparsely, and you could probably make the jump that year.
Nigga talking about using is crazy.
What is it?
Using
No,
is
okay,
insane.
I do. You
Guys,
know what?
I only smoke weed and will drink alcohol.
You know
That
what?
is all I'm doing.
You know what?
He's a user.
I do want to, because I was trying to make fun of you earlier, but I will say it is kind of funny to see how people talk about your weed smoking habits, because at least back home for me, everybody smokes weed. You feel me?
Bro.
I'm the only one that doesn't. So like the way that people talk to you here is crazy.
It's wild.
Because I thought Cali, like everybody smokes weed.
But niggas don't
honest.
really. I do it bigger than most people. But
Wait, how did you get that out of what I said?
Huh? No.
See, and this is why you're not gonna be sober tomorrow.
Damn.
Y'all don't even smoke. I be smoking way bigger than y'all.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Pass me. That we got into this because again, y'all was outside. I think I'm just indoors for the rest of 2025.
Okay.
I don't even know if I'm gonna pop out to like your event,
I appreciate
family
that.
events, birthdays and shit like that. But I don't know. Did I miss anything this weekend?
Yeah, bro, you missed all the white people whining to Caribbean music, bro.
That was hilarious.
They knew more of the lyrics than me. You feel me? Like, no,
for the culture.
It was great. It was a fun time. Good group of people. I wouldn't say that it beat the R&B party experience that we went to. I think that is still a top tier experience. But same venue, great DJ. Shout out Hunter and what? Who does he manage? He doesn't manage Drew Bird.
He helps. Blood Co manages Drew Bird.
Okay, but who's the other guy?
What?
Out of Donovan's Yard, what's his name?
Sean G, I think.
Sean G. Shout out Sean G.
Maybe it's not a G. Maybe it's another letter.
Man, shout out Donovan's Yard. You feel me?
Yeah.
Shout out the collective. I really enjoyed the party. Rema popped out. That was cool. I was glad that my sister was there so she could see that because she's a big Rema fan.
How do you guys feel about the celebrity pop out at the club, but they don't do no song, like they don't sing?
It's cool. It's super cool.
Yeah.
I like as long as there's no expectations. So like I knew Rema was gonna be there, so I was a little like disappointed
Because you're in the know.
I'm in the know.
Because you're in the know.
I knew
he has connections.
I knew he was gonna be there. But basically, when you have expectations for something, it's kind of like when we went to the Jordan Ward Junie thing.
Type.
It's like okay, now sing a song, sing.
Go now.
But like I think about when we were at the Deep End and Brent and Tommy were there.
Yeah.
Like that's cool to just look up and be like, oh shit, hey Brent.
It's
You know
cool
what
to
I mean?
just be in a spot. I'm like, they could be in a section. They don't gotta come up to the DJ booth if they're not gonna perform. If you're not gonna perform, let the DJ give you a shout out.
I know. I like seeing them back there. I feel you though, but I like to see them stand with the DJ, vibe out to their song.
It was.
Yeah, but the freaks were freaking. The goers were going. No,
The goers were going.
They were definitely
That's
going.
a good one.
They were
I
going
like
for
that.
sure.
Goers were going.
Yeah.
Shout out Kitty Cash. Pulled up and DJ'd a
very
lot.
dope, very
She
dope,
went
very, very
crazy.
dope.
I really, really liked seeing her spin.
Super talented. But did you help keep him off Osei though?
No, I wasn't. I was not on Osei patrol. He was very deep in his bag. Honestly, in the best way. I seen you, bro. You looked so happy all night. Mad smiley.
Really?
Yeah, glasses. You had good little.
He had the
fit
glasses on? Okay, so
yeah.
that's good.
I'll show
That
you.
tells me
I'll
all
show
I
you.
need to know.
I'll show you the video I took of him because he was like standing right in front of the DJ booth. You know what I mean? Just vibing out with his sister. He salsa'd with his sister for a little
crying, bro.
Yeah.
I'm crying.
No, that's really a light in my life, to be honest. Because that's unconditional love. You feel me? I remembered that when she was here. I was like,
Your sister?
bro, yeah, because you already know. You guys spend a lot of time with me, bro. You know that sometimes I just say things off the cuff based on what I'm feeling in the moment.
Yeah.
I do that to her all the time. You feel me? And she always like lets me do it, but like when like necessary pushback is there, she does it. You feel me? She pushes back. And she's like, yo, bro, what are you saying? You feel me? And I feel like that's one of the only people that can actually say something like that to me because she actually knows me and I know she's not judging me for it. She's just like, you're wilding.
The sibling relationship is different. That's crazy. I think it's always funny that we all have sisters. That is very, very interesting. But you know, that's a good thing. I was going to ask though, have you found your perfect like 2-man partner yet? Like in LA?
No, bro. And that's why, so my sister was around, so I was also being tame. But yeah, I haven't found that guy for me. You feel me?
That's a crazy that's a wild
I mean, I'll double down. I haven't found that guy for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got to hold tryouts.
Bro, I go outside. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of hard as a single guy to move around and like try and talk to girls like on a one-man mission. Yeah, I've realized I never really had that problem because again, like I always was in an environment.
Because they probably
where I knew
like,
people.
yo, is this nigga in the club by himself?
Yes.
Like, who is this
That's
guy?
what they be thinking.
Who went to the club alone?
You know what I'm saying? And it's scary to them. And then also too, like you could do it, but then if you approach a group, then it's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult.
What are your opening bars? Cold approach.
I actually don't have like lines that I use. Like I literally will introduce myself. You know,
like
and
you,
give a compliment.
You spot like the love of your life from across the bar. You know, she's talking with her group of friends. You walk over.
So this is where I fail because one, I don't have lines, right? I usually just introduce myself, compliment, and then like see where I can go from there. I don't have anything else planned out. But like I don't usually approach, like I feel like I get approached like a good amount. I'm
this nigga's a baddie.
I'm just saying.
He's a baddie.
I'm just saying. So it's easier from that perspective because it's like I can entertain, but I can't like spark the combo. You feel me?
Nice.
I did have that conversation with your sister when you got up on the platform. You know how you like to be getting on the platforms. I was like, yo, has Osei always thought of himself as a bad bitch? And she's like, yeah, 100%. I was like, yeah, he be moving like one.
Nah, bro, but you gotta do it though. You gotta do it because, bro, if you don't get on that platform, bro, you're not gonna be seen.
It'll
bro.
get you good treatment. I'm not gonna lie. It'll get you good treatment. I see it. I respect it.
You got to put yourself in position because even just like 2 minutes on that platform, all eyes are on you. You feel me? And then you got your choice. You walk around, you're a different person.
Spencer could get in his baddie bag sometimes.
Sometimes.
I see it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I got that in me for real.
But
I can't.
I've seen it once or twice.
Once or twice for real? A little bit. I got what? See, I try to, you know what I mean? I try to have fun conversation. Now we got to go into the new Tommy Richman.
Wait, actually,
how's it sounding?
Damn, I wasn't done.
Oh, go. You finish. Tommy can wait.
Last statement. Shout out Tommy. I do like that. Never mind.
You know what I mean?
No. Let's go back. But as much as I enjoy Donovan's Yard, I realized, you know what I'm saying? I'm in a new era.
This nigga's in a new era. What's your new era?
Well, I told you guys I was perfect earlier this year, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like part of that is just being on some like, bro, tired of being used for my body, bro.
You don't think they value the real you?
They don't.
Can I ask a question?
What?
Do you feel like you give them are you vulnerable enough to expose the real you?
And that's what I'm trying to do, man. I'm trying to be on that. You feel
self-improvement.
Yeah,
I see you. So you're not perfect then?
Not completely.
And that's okay.
It's okay.
Because none of us are.
My God, you really spitting tonight.
I feel you. You know, we all on our self-discovery journey.
Man, it must be because it's February, you know? We're on the same
We're
page.
locked in.
We're on the same page.
We're
on the same page.
You know what I'm saying? Tommy Richman is not locked in with the black community.
He's not.
He's not.
So, full disclosure, I think that if you know us, if you've watched us, we like Tommy Richman.
Yeah.
We're Tommy Richman fans. I like the new snippet.
I do too.
I get that this is a sound that he's in. And I'm going to just be transparent. You know what I mean? I heard what Joe said.
Okay. I did not hear you.
Joe was going crazy on Tommy. Yeah. Joe and them was kind of hating on Tommy. This isn't new because I think we know that the older generation has always kind of made their little beef with Tommy. And I think that what got him in this situation now is the hip hop tweet about not being hip hop, and this song feels again hip hop influenced.
The most hip hop thing he's done to me.
I don't put too much stock into it because again, I think you said very eloquently when we talked about it again. You knew he's a new artist. He's talking. He's expressing himself in real time. I don't know if that was the best way to articulate what he was getting across, but I don't think it was like a harmful statement or him saying, don't include me with the genre. I think he was more just like, I'm not just a hip hop artist, you know? I think that's what he was trying to say. But yeah, this is a hip hop single, but I think it sounds good, so I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, I mean, I clicked it and I was like, oh, I know what they're gonna. Yeah. I know what they're gonna say about this.
I felt
one.
the same way.
But I was like, this slaps. I want this song.
I want to
like.
hear it.
I really do want this song. It has like a real throwback Soulja Boy type instrumental.
Everything's a throwback.
Yeah,
I'm convinced. I am 100,000,000,000% bought into the fact that everything is about to get recycled. The whole late 90s, early 2000s vibe, we're going to go through that whole thing again. All these young bulls, like even like, bro, I'm seeing like, it's like the YNs from Atlanta have Tumblr now. Like they're posting on Tumblr. Like that's like a thing now with like a lot of these young artists. Like they're bringing that shit back. Like
that's cool.
It's, I don't know what's happening, but yeah, all that throwback shit is finna be hitting.
I'm here for it. I'm not mad at that either.
I don't like that Tommy just keeps running into the same mousetrap, bro.
Well, I don't think he ran into it. I think that was just something. I think he laid that mousetrap with the tweet, and now this is it getting him. But it doesn't matter.
But I see what you're saying, but it does matter because I see it from his perspective, bro. I see it from his perspective and the world's perspective. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, like the dude is signed to Brent Faiyaz, loves like R&B, hip hop, and a whole bunch of genres of music, right? I looked at that video. I was like, bro, these are probably just two joints from Fairfax that he knows. You know what I'm saying? Threw them in the big, like, y'all want to be in a music video? Y'all want to be in some promo? They looked like regular people. You feel me? And I just feel like his association with Brent, in his mind, he's just like cool to do whatever. And I think that is dangerous for him because the world is on some like, bro, but you said you're not hip hop though. You know?
What you're saying is correct. I just don't think that it matters until the youth turns on him. I think all the young niggas is rocking with him. He's cool. None of their perception has changed on him. The old has been hating on him and didn't like $1 Million Baby anyways and all the shit that cracked him off. Keep doing what you're doing. Make the music good. Put time into the music. Make sure that is still all tight and do the artist things that are in your control. You can't control narratives, you know? So I think the nigga likes black women. Just factually. That's just his bag, clearly. He's going to put him in the music videos. All right, do your thing, bro.
Habesha joints.
You know, that's his bag. He got a bag. Tommy has a bag, and he going to lean into that.
He knows ball. For sure.
He's trying to celebrate February, too.
Yeah, I'm trying. Tommy dropping it on February, right before February was crazy a little bit.
But, like also... as long as the music's good, you're gonna be good.
Yeah.
Anyone that like chooses not to listen to an artist because of a tweet is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, like if the music's good, don't like deprive yourself of it because he sent this one tweet off that was probably really poorly thought out and he shouldn't have said. You know what I mean?
And you're gonna get hate for whatever you do.
Yeah, and just leave it at that. If the music's good, slap it.
It's not that.
Yeah, and people are mostly projecting on him from other experiences. I feel like so. You know, like you said, you can't control narratives. He's going to naturally fall into that one. You just got to have good music and to keep delivering.
Exactly.
He could also get with a good publicist and actually have some strategy towards how to combat this issue. You know what I mean? Because there could be he could be more proactively fighting it. Yeah. I do think.
Yeah.
You don't want to do too much, but you could say something.
I feel like he doesn't care.
Yeah, I don't think he does either.
Yeah.
So. You think you should get A$AP Rocky's publicist? or is that not a good move?
Probably not
right now. If you don't know, this has been brewing in the news for a little bit. I think over the past couple of months, you saw it when Rocky was really visible last year with Rihanna. The haters on the internet would be like, well, you know, he's just doing this to get out of that little case he got in the background, Everything is now officially in the light. Rocky is dealing with this. He didn't accept a plea for a gun charge. Allegedly, I think it's that he shot at A$AP Rocky.
I don't actually know much about the incident.
Yeah, so A$AP Rocky, I think, alleged that Rocky shot at him some years ago in LA, and that was when Rocky was arrested. If you remember, all those years back, kind of got out and nothing really had happened for it.
Yeah, all
of this was coming together, and now Rocky turned down. It was a 6-month plea deal, and I think he's facing 21 years now, 25 years now.
It seems crazy that he turned that down.
I don't know how to feel about this. I think it's really difficult to go away if you feel like you're innocent. But if there's a chance that you lose and you have 2 kids and you go away for 6 months versus 25 years, you're risking a lot. 6 months seems like a good plea deal, but again, you probably don't want to go sit down if you don't think you did anything.
Yeah, but also have a little bit of self-awareness and a little bit of like, just, I don't know, it seems foolish to me, to be honest, with so much on the line, because like just plain, like he's a black man and a rapper.
But if you
that's gonna have a jury of 12 white people, and like that's gonna hurt him
factually. But you have to look at what he's going up against as well. It's not like he's just going up against some. It's not like he like shot a random white lady or allegedly shot at a random white lady. Like he's going up against another person who I don't think is gonna look in this jury like the most perfect person. You know what I mean? It's, I think that if he didn't do it and feels confident he didn't do it, he has enough money to get the best lawyers out there. You know what I mean? And I'm sure Rihanna can help him with that. You know what I mean? Like, I think he's been doing the whole family man thing. I wouldn't be surprised if this is why the album hasn't dropped yet either.
That's a good point.
I think that there's probably just a lot that he has to deal with in the background. And I think a lot of the last year was really about image. What do you look like? How are you moving? You know what I mean? Let's make sure that whenever you are in the public eye, you look put together, buttoned up, and you're not wilding on nobody. But yeah, it's a weird situation because it feels like so much is up in the air, and if it goes left, it's bad.
That's interesting. I'm like, because he was wearing the suit for the last like year. That's like been his look. So it's like interesting. I wonder if that was slightly informed by this incident.
Oh, bro, I think everything, the looks, again, talking about parenthood so much, you know, like you want to make sure all your ducks are in a row because, again, this is something that has been talked about for a while. Like, this didn't just pop up out of nowhere. So he's been prepping for this, and I don't think Rihanna's dumb. I don't think Rihanna's attaching herself to someone who she thinks is about to go away or having kids with this guy who's about to go away for a long time. So, you know, prayers to Rocky and his situation and hoping that he gets out of it.
So here's what I'm confused at, though. He's facing 25 years for shooting at someone?
I don't know the whole thing. It might have been like unregistered firearm, all the shit.
That doesn't make sense because like I don't know. I feel like I've seen things like this before where it's like a couple years.
Well, he might have also, I think he might have also shot somebody.
Okay.
He might have hit him.
Now that is an important piece of information.
I mean, the dude's mad. The dude, I mean, I saw a Twitter clip, so maybe I'm misinformed, but I saw a dude on the stand talk about he shot me.
Yeah. The testimony is not funny.
What a bitch.
He got shot.
What a bitch.
It's not,
suck it up. We all want the album.
It's not funny, but it was also funny because I was like, I don't know, from everything I know about ASAP, like they had claimed to be street dudes at one point, so I just thought that was like a funny thing. I'm like, it's the opposite of everything.
You telling.
So
they some fashion niggas for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I hope Rocky don't get caught up. I think that's it for music. So we could get into maybe the biggest news of the weekend that I care about. Fucking NBA got set on fire. Luka Doncic is now a Los Angeles Laker in the middle of the fucking season. I mean, I know that like this ain't your favorite bag, but like that's crazy to have this nigga in the city.
No, it's a wild trade.
We have to go to the game.
Yeah,
we have to see Luka play. He's gonna come back. Apparently they said this nigga was pushing 270.
I saw that.
That is hilarious to me.
I saw such a good post on Instagram about his weight because it was just like factually like Luka's 270, seventh heaviest player in the NBA, and the ownership was worried about it. But the graphic was Luka, and then just like lurking in the background was Zion. And I was like, this is great.
Oh yeah, Zion. Your fat ass could get traded too. You better watch out, bro. Niggas, that's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Because that's what is so unprecedented about this, bro. Like, and again, I'm not gonna NBA y'all niggas out, but let me get in my nerd bag for a second, bro. Niggas never thought Luka was gonna get traded.
No.
Like, that is like, there's like unprecedented moves in the NBA, like on a season by season basis. This is all time. Like, this was never ever gonna happen. The fact that he's with LeBron, like, this is monumental for the NBA. And niggas is acting like. It's so crazy that niggas is acting like AD is trash.
I know.
How many niggas can Anthony Davis get traded for, all defensive, whatever, and they act like this nigga ain't shit?
Yeah.
Wild to me, bro.
Do you think the Lakers are better now?
No, not now. But I think that these niggas were fucked up if they didn't make this trade. Like their whole future was clipped because LeBron's gonna leave in 2 years. You paying him all this money, you can't get no free agents, and AD is gonna lead your team in the future. I fuck with AD, but he can't be the number one option on a championship team.
I got a real question though. Why would the Mavs make this trade if they had what everyone thought was a franchise player?
I think that there's a multitude of reasons. I think that one, the biggest, is that Mark Cuban is no longer the majority owner of the franchise. I think that he once said that if it's between keeping Luka and divorcing my wife, you'll see me in my divorce lawyer's office on Monday. So
That's
that,
crazy.
that nigga loves Luka.
Yeah.
So I think that him losing his stake in the franchise, now you have a bunch of minority owners who are sitting back and like, am I gonna pay a max $350? He was up for a $350 million max extension in the summertime. Am I gonna pay an oft-injured, 270-pound, they're questioning his fucking commitment to the game. And you're going to pay him all this money, you know? I think they probably took a step back and were like, eh. And then the GM said, what did the stupid nigga say? He said, defense wins championships. AD's a good defender. So I guess they're like, we have everything we need to win right now. Newsflash, you don't. Luka was in the finals last year. So I don't know. Wild shit. De'Aaron Fox and his terrible haircut got traded to play with Victor Wembanyama on the Spurs.
Now that trade is honestly more exciting to me.
That shit's fly. Are you kidding me?
The Luka one. Because now the Spurs, to me, are one of the better teams in the West.
Oh, bro, niggas took their whole starting five and said, what if you guys all played on the bench now? That bench unit is better than everyone else. Bro, they have starters on the bench. Like that shit is...
Yeah.
The NBA is fucked. They got a 7'5" French nigga. Who wants to, bro, what?
Yeah. He's really coming into his own too. He's gonna fuck the whole league up.
Now let's really talk about it, though. Let's really talk about it big picture. America, what are we doing? Inner city. We gotta go get the most hood nigga and turn him into a superhero to save the NBA. Because we got the fat nigga in Denver from fucking, who knows, Slovenia, whatever, I don't know. Luka in LA and Wemby from France, and he just got De'Aaron. All three of them niggas could go and got about 10 years of dominance left.
You were saying Europeans are taking over the league.
Yes.
And you didn't even mention Giannis.
That nigga lame. But
What?
All right, I don't really fuck with
He not
Giannis.
part of that movement?
He aight.
He definitely part of that movement.
Giannis is kind of part. He ain't winning.
But it's like it's not just the top three, it's like the top five.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it's up right now. We looking bad.
Ant was supposed to be the fucking the guy.
Come on, y'all.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all. Too many chains. Y'all not taking the game seriously. Lock in. Tee up. But yeah, that could be all right. I won't bore y'all to death with that, man.
No, I mean, I think it's really interesting because I think also it's like, I've seen you retweet some shit about the jersey.
Oh my God, that Luka jersey's doing numbers in frat houses.
With the Laker Doncic jersey,
What?
77.
What?
That's going to be one of the
God.
best selling jerseys of all time.
White boys are gonna feel so empowered. It's gonna be a white boy summer again.
Yep.
I think y'all might have one in you, bro.
Fuck summer, bro. Come March 1st. I'm putting my new
Luka
jersey on.
gonna be back. Luka gonna be back soon.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink a beer.
Nah, bro.
I'm gonna go celebrate St. Patrick's Day. It's gonna be a great white man march.
That's crazy. Nah, that nigga could have been smoking cigarettes on the court. When will you sign with us again? What the fuck are these in Dallas?
Yeah,
they love their white people.
yeah.
What are you doing?
Where were you when the news broke?
When the Luka news broke, I was sitting on the couch.
Whoa.
I was sitting on the couch, bro. I was just like honestly scrolling Twitter. And I think I just got like a phone call. Like mad, like our group chat went crazy, bro. It was pandemonium.
I didn't even, I mean, I wasn't even on my phone. I was walking through K-Town, but then Brandon said something, immediately called Solomon. I was like, is this real?
Yeah.
Please tell me if
Solomon
this is
was
actually
everyone's
real.
first call.
Yeah. I know, I
Solomon.
could see the look on his face that I wasn't the first to hit him.
He was ready to get his bars off.
For sure.
Nah, it was a crazy day. But shout out to NBA, we back up. They really trying to fuck with the NFL. They heard all this shit talk. Niggas been talking about NBA ratings all year.
Yeah.
Adam Silver pushed the button.
Yeah.
He said, let's get these niggas in some bigger markets real quick.
Yeah.
We gonna figure this out. I'm excited though for the season. I'm in it.
So do you think LeBron goes to the Warriors?
What?
I saw something because you told me about that, and then I saw something on the internet saying it was likely.
I think that'd be fly. But I think that I think if you're the Lakers, you gotta try to like you don't trade for Luka and not have LeBron in place to kind of mentor him. And I know that Luka is one of LeBron's favorite players, so I feel like LeBron is gonna be like, yo, you know, I spend $1 million on my body every year. Can you get to like 500K? Like, let's maybe put down, you could just do the hookah, not the cigarettes. Let's do 1 beer instead of 5 after the game. Because you've seen the video after the NBA finals, everyone's celebrating. One of the niggas in the Mavs front office walks past Luka as he's like talking to somebody and just grabs the beer out of his hand.
I saw that
and
video,
walks away. Yeah. It's like, niggas know what time it is with you, gang. You gotta lock in.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying though. This nigga's gonna be cold until he's 35 because we already seen this nigga give 40 to niggas with a 35-year-old body.
Yeah.
Imagine if he gets in shape for real. It's clipped up, bro.
Yeah.
This is a 7'5" nigga. Yeah, it's crazy. Shout out to NBA. Shout out to NBA. And we're going to a game for sure. What else? Is there anything else y'all want to get into? Do we discuss everything?
Super Bowl's coming up.
Yeah, I mean, we know what that is. Niggas, I could dance on niggas' graves because I already knew what was going to happen, but big Eagles, of course, always fly, Eagles fly. I never had it in doubt. I think that we got it on camera probably at the beginning of the season, me saying that we're going to the Super Bowl, and niggas laughed at me, niggas doubted me, so do what we do. Saquon for MVP. Jalen Hurts, appreciate you for showing up. Offensive line, great. Jalen Carter, best defensive player in the league. Quinyon Mitchell. Cooper
This is
DeJean.
what I want. This is not what I wanted you to do when I brought this up.
Oh, my bad.
I don't think anybody wants to hear this.
I give flowers to my guys. What you want to hear?
I think anybody that was still listening
What
is
you want to
no
hear?
longer here.
What you want to hear? I bet you that. Hey, leave a comment. Give me the bird emoji.
Make a joke. Say something funny.
I'm not the court jester, bro. That's not my job. I think that's it then. Shout out y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
I know Jose has a topic.
Something.
What topic?
Final thoughts. This is the last call. Speak now or forever hold your peace. Something you got. Is there anything burning inside of you have to tell the people before we leave?
I already said the thing about my body, right?
Your body?
Yeah. It's a temple.
You did say that.
I already said it. So that's probably it.
Spencer? Appreciate y'all for watching, man. Like, share, comment, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace.